Hi and welcome. This time I want to show you how to make such a fast arpeggiator sound, but it's less like an arpeggiator sound. It seems to be more like a very creative chord playing mode. And indeed, by using the arpeggiator, you can achieve chords which are softer and more vivid and are better for odd combinations of tones and notes. But let's start with the programming. I'm going to use a complete empty sound as a basis. This time, let's start with the LFOs. LFO1 can remain as it is. It will be used later for the vibrato. But we are going to use LFO 2 and 3 in a sync mode to achieve modulation synchronously to the arpeggiator, of course. So let's turn on sync and clocked. Let's set the starting phase to 0. That's important. Otherwise, the LFO would start at any random position of the phase. And let's set this to 20 bars, which is quite slow, but that's exactly what we want to achieve. We want a very slow modulation over multiple bars. And LFO 3 is synchronized as well. In this case, with the speed of half a bar. And now let's start with the oscillators. Oscillator 1, of course, is a wavetable type. I'm choosing wavetable 56. And I think wavetables are perfect for this type of sound because wavetables are very digital, and the arpeggiator, especially when played at that speed, also gives you very computer-ish, very digital vibes. Almost like some odd 80s hacker movie. Let's decrease the pulse width to 90, increase the modulation to 47 and choose exactly LFO2 as the modulation source. There you can already hear this very slow and beautiful evolving modulation. And let's increase the brilliance, which adds more digital artifacts which are known from other Waldorf synthesizers, like for instance the microwaves, but also from the PPGs. That's exactly meant to give you this vibe. The effect is very subtle, but it can be heard. And now let's move on to Oscillator 2. Oscillator 2, in my case, is wavetable 60. It's almost up to you. Well, not almost. It's up to you to choose the wavetables which you want for your patch. Let's decrease the level of Oscillator 2 a little bit, and let's change the pulse width to 40. And the brilliance to maximum again. Now let's have a look on filter 1. Filter 1 is the low pass 12 dB type to get a softer effect than with the low pass 24 dB type. Let's decrease the cutoff a little bit and increase the key track so that the filter cutoff tracks the keyboard keys. This sounds like a very harsh sound. So let's gain more control by using filter 2 in parallel. And the filter mode is high pass 12 dB, again with maximum key track and a cutoff of 28. You can still hear low frequencies, but less of them. So you have a compact and less aggressive patch, which is reduced in bandwidth. And we can use LFO3, which you remember is synchronized, as a modulation source for the panorama. We are going to change the amp envelope only slightly by decreasing the sustain and adding some release. And this changes the characteristic of the sound of the patch completely. It's almost like a harp sound, and this is the perfect basis to apply the arpeggiator on that. So let's go to the arpeggiator section, which is hidden here in the last menu pages. We can turn on the arpeggiator, set the clock to 132, which means that every step is 1 32nd note. Of course, you can set the tempo to the BPMs which you need for your song, for your track. And that's already most of the patch. Now we can go to the modulation matrix to add some more modulation, like for instance the classic vibrato by using LFO1 in combination with the modulation wheel. And we can use the aftertouch of our keyboard to modulate the resonance of filter 1. You can check out at which cutoff levels you get more of the resonator effect and where you can hear the effects the most. I like pretty much adding some reverb to such sounds because that gives you a very dreamy, very fantasy-like touch to the whole patch. And that's the patch. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel to watch more Blofeld videos, and consider joining my channel as a YouTube member, which gives you access to even more videos, which gives you a download link for my Blofeld simulator and also access to some of the patches which I created for the Blofeld. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.